Welcome to Tales of the Getaway Guy. Yep, an adventure into 23 years of TV getaways all across New York State and beyond. And occasionally our travels will venture into 23 years of radio days, where my broadcasting career all began. Hold on, I've got everything you're going to need for your next getaway. Hello again, Mike O'Brien, your Getaway Guy. How you doing? It's so great to have you back here, and thank you for joining us. Remember, you can always see all our podcasts. You can see them and hear them at thegetawayguy.com. And I want to thank you very much for coming along today. Today, are you ready for this one? We're going to travel right here in town. You don't have to go far for these little guy getaways. That's right. I've got several getaways that are about food, and they have to do with the little guys here in town. You know, the people that work really hard to make the best product for you, but not all the time do you know that they're out there. And we have great cultural history here in our city, and that translates into good food, and you'll see that. In fact, that'll be the first little guy getaway that I take you to in just a second. But I want to thank Powers Farm Market, first of all, coming back on board, part of our podcast as one of our big sponsors. Thank you, Powers. They believe in the show just like you do. They have everything right now for spring at Powers Farm Market. They have wonderful, new, beautiful spring outdoor plantings annuals for your pots, geraniums, petunias, vines, and spikes. They have some fresh baked pies. When you walk inside Powers, right at the moment you walk in, you're going to see these fresh baked pies and breads. And oh my goodness, you know, it's hard to resist that amongst all the beautiful, like I say, spring annuals and perennials. Kids love it at Powers too. They have the live animals out back, the alpacas, the goats, the ponies, and you can feed them. Great family fun. It's a great getaway nearby. What great tradition. Open every day. Powers Farm Market on Marsh Road in Pittsford. Now, little guy getaways, are you ready to go for the ride? We've got to start here with one that I didn't even know about until I did a show there years ago, and you're about to see it right now. One of 3 little guy getaways.
You can't miss this little guy getaway, not with this beautiful mural on the side. Hello again, Mike O'Brien, your Getaway Guy. A couple of weeks ago, I did little guy getaways. Today, I'm doing 3 more. Only today, we begin here on North Clinton Avenue, not with a little guy, but with a little girl.
Zuri Brown is very passionate about her Hispanic food restaurant, El Pilon Criollo, a family operation that is one of those rare finds in Rochester. Classic dishes, all homemade. Order the size you want, move down the line. Some stay to eat. Most find this a quick, easy takeout gem of the real deal for Hispanic food in the city. El Pilon is open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. A secret in the city, one of those little guys, at 973 North Clinton Avenue near Flower Street.
And now, from North Clinton to South Clinton, and a little guy getaway for a good, cheap breakfast.
I think the little guys are the places that people need to check out around Rochester. Keep the little guy in business.
Some call it a dive, some a cheap diner. Words of endearment for Pat's Coffee Mug, one of the little guys in Rochester's South Wedge.
I am a little guy.
How long have you been one of the little guys here?
It'll be 25 years, September 22nd.
Love a good breakfast counter, tables and a few booths too. Nothing fancy here, and it's cash only. Good people, good service, a family operation with Pat in the kitchen, daughter Deb waiting tables.
I come here all the time. I've been coming here for 6 years.
A getaway to one of the little guys at the corner of Clinton and Averill, open Monday through Friday, hit and miss on Saturdays. And now a getaway to one of the little guys out on the lake.
We started in 1956, this location.
Shaler's on Edgemere Drive in Greece. No big advertisements, just word of mouth and a serious following.
I've been coming here for probably 50 years or more.
From one generation to the next.
Oh my God, amazing. I come down here all the time to get us home.
Things haven't changed much here at Shaler's on Edgemere Drive, one of the little guys.
Yeah, I'm not really so little.
3 more of my favorite little guy getaways, little gems in the city that are great, especially when you're hungry. There's more to come. Until next time, Mike O'Brien, your Getaway Guy.
And I've got another classic Little Guy Getaway in just a second I'm going to tell you about. But first, I want to tell you about breakfast. Who doesn't love a good breakfast in the morning? And it's cheap. Yeah. Jim's on Main. I'm a favorite. Well, I guess I'm a favorite customer because, boy, I'll tell you what, I no sooner sit down at the counter at Jim's on Main. I've got my coffee, my water, and they're taking my order. I love Jim's on Main, and you will too. And there's also Jim's at the mall at Grease Ridge Center. Jim's on Main, down from the Auditorium Theater, 785 East Main Street. Great breakfast. It's cheap, late riser, the bacon wham, coffee refills. Elena and family run a great operation. You want to go there any day of the week because they're open every day of the week. Cash only. However, they do have an ATM machine inside. Jim's on Main, one of my favorite getaways when I'm looking for a good, cheap breakfast. Delicious. Now, speaking of delicious, we have another Little Guy Getaway, and it has a lot to do with the question we're about to present. Jesse from Macedon writes, Dear Getaway Guy, are there any good road stops on the way to Syracuse? When I'm on the thruway, I can get pretty hungry. Thank you, Jesse. Oh, yes. By the way, Jesse wrote that question in, as you can too. Just go to MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. Jesse, one of my favorite stops, roadside stops, a little bit off the Liverpool exit, is Heid's of Liverpool. Have you ever heard of Heid's? Oh man, they've been there forever. Heid's, I highly recommend, off the Liverpool exit, off the New York State Thruway near Syracuse. Heid's is an institution, serves up the best Franks and Conies. They're open every day. Expect a line, but it does move fast. They've been serving Conies and Franks for decades. I'll take you to Heid's in an upcoming episode too. I want you to stay tuned for that. But if you're ever in the mood for a great hot dog, Heid's is the place to go. I just love it. And when I'm on the thruway, I know if I get hungry, that's the exit I'm getting off at. You'll find Heid's off the Liverpool exit. It's a Little Guy Getaway, and they've been doing this forever. So they must be doing it right. And they are. And I think you're going to like it. Another Little Guy Getaway. Thank you very much for that question, Jesse. We appreciate it very much. Again, if you have a question or maybe you're looking for a travel book, go to MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. That's why I wore orange today, because it matches my volume 2. Well, it does, kind of. The travel book's available right now. And here is the deal. If you go online, and tell me what you need, we'll, make the arrangements to get you some travel books in time for spring, summer, and fall New York State getaways. 23 years on TV doing getaways, I was able to come up with the best, the cream of the crop, and that's what I put into my travel books. 50 New York State getaways in Volume 1 and 50 New York State getaways in Volume number 2. These have become bestsellers, and you can grab yours for this season. I mean, everybody wants to travel now that we're out of the house for the most part. Go to MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. Tell me what you need, and what I'm going to do, if you grab Volume 2 for only $14.95, I feel like such a shoe salesman here doing books. For $14.95 plus shipping, handling, tax, I'll throw in Volume 1 for free. So, and a lot of my friends throw these in their glove compartment in their car. Do we still call it a glove box? Why do we call it a glove box? Are there gloves in there? Are they boxing gloves? I don't know. But, well, in this day and age, they probably should be. But so much road rage. I'm digressing here. I don't know was it the coffee at Jim's? Because I'm feeling, okay. So anyway, Volume 1 and Volume 2 for the price of one, $14.95. Just go to MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com and tell me how many you need. 30, 40, we'll take care of you. Or maybe just one. I think that's, by the way, if you don't want to go that route, you can buy my travel books, not with that 2-for-1 deal, but you can still find them at Powers Farm Market, Marsh Road in Pittsford. If you don't see them, ask. Also, Lift Bridge Bookshop in the village of Brockport. They have the Getaway Guy travel books as well. But again, you can also get them at MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. Just ask and you shall receive. That's pretty much it for today's show. Thanks again to Powers Farm Market, our big sponsor. Thanks for coming back to the Getaway Guy, Tales of the Getaway Guy. Powers, good people. They've been doing this forever. Powers Farm Market for fresh baked pies, for great nursery stock, especially if you're looking for things to put in your outdoor pots this time of year or your garden. They've got them. Oh, love the colors. It's a beautiful place to go and to get what you need. Plus, the kids love it because of the live animals. Powers Farm Market, open every day, Marsh Road in Pittsford. Thank you, Powers. Thank you, Jim's on Main. Thanks to Joe here at Classy Wolf Media. And thank you for coming along. All our getaways are at thegetawayguy.com. Check them out or see them all. If you feel like you need to travel and you need some good ideas, you've got them. thegetawayguy.com. And that's pretty much it. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Until then, Mike O'Brien, your Getaway Guy.